The other day, I knock on his door as I have hundreds of doors before. A gentleman opens the door and gives many reasons why he is not voting. I only vote in presidential elections, he says. This one isn't important. He's going to win without my vote. So on, so forth. I thanked him for his time and walked away and marked not voting on the sheet. Then I began to think, how many times have we all heard some variation of this from a potential voter, or a friend, or family? Fellow canvassers, on November 2nd, just 11 short days from today, we New Yorkers will be heading towards the ballots in what's called the midterm elections. Many registered Democrats regard this election as not important enough to warrant waiting in lines for an hour or two. For some, many in fact, this is a hindrance. As canvassers, it is our responsibility to remind the potential voter that if they stay at home and pass their vote on to the next voter, a Republican could be the next governor of New York. As canvassers, it is our duty to inform our fellow Democrats if only the presidential election deserved our well-fought right to vote, then a Republican could be the next governor of New York. In these next few days, we must make sure when we leave that lit with the potential voter, they understand the importance of this election. We cannot have a Republican implementing policy that will not only affect New Yorkers, but also affect the change us Democrats are desperately trying to achieve. This election isn't about Cuomo and Palladino. It's about what kind of New York we want for ourselves. What kind of democracy we want for this country. Our potential voters need to know they cannot sit this one out. In order for this change we fought for in 2008 to prevail, we must continue this fight. Us Democrats must continue to be fired up. We must make sure every potential voter we speak to understands on November 2nd, we will unite at the polls and declare victory over these Republicans who want to interrupt the change we are working towards. With our votes, we can tell this Republican loud and clear, not in New York. It's up to us canvassers to get the word out. Remember, we are the foot soldiers. Keep in mind that support is great. However, each potential voter needs to understand, come November, we need their vote. This country will be in for a rude awakening come Wednesday, November 3rd, if Palladino was to become governor-elect of New York. Another Republican to diss President Obama and us Democrats. Disregard, discredit, dismiss, dispute, and flat out disrespect all of President Barack Obama's accomplishments and his plans for the future of this country. This encounter with this gentleman has changed the way I will canvass in these coming days. It's not about if they support Cuomo, for we are all fellow Democrats. It's not about telling us at the door that they will vote and us being happy because we got another one. For there are plenty of strong Cuomos on our lists who will not be out to vote on election day. We must turn that potential voter into a voter come November 2nd. They want change. We get paid to remind them of that. In the next 11 days, let's give our Democrats a reason to come out and vote for Andrew. I know from here on in, every potential voter I speak with, I will spend that extra time giving them that reason. For the sake of us Democrats and New York, I hope you will too. Andrew Cuomo for governor.